Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rudi and thank you so much for being here. It is officially time for the end of the summer, kind of. Favorites and flops. I wish that it was the end of the summer. It is currently 90 degrees out in Nashville today. It is September 2nd and I'm over it. Like, I need us to move on collectively as a culture into fall. And I know it's like,
why are y'all drinking pumpkin drinks?
because we want to, okay? We're over it and we want to, and why do you care? And why do you care? If you want to drink your pumpkin drink, drink your damn pumpkin drink. I've got kind of a lot to talk about today. 4 of each, 4 favorites and 4 flops. And it's funny because right before this video, I texted Kevin and I was like, what are my flops from the month? Like, I can't even think of anything. And then I came up to my office where all my makeup and skincare is, and I was like, flop, 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 flop. I was just calling them out left and right. And one of these flops is sadly something that I recently used in a video and said that I loved, and turns out we did not mesh. So let's just get right into it. If you are not subscribed to my channel, I would absolutely love for you to subscribe. We talk about skincare, makeup. We do very classic 2017 YouTube style videos. So if you are missing that, but you want to learn about some new products, come join. All right, let's start with a favorite, and I'm gonna go in order here based on favorites. This product has been my #1 favorite for the month and possibly of the entire summer. This is a product that made me so excited for makeup. It made me giddy, and that is the Summer Fridays Sheer Skin Tint. If you don't know, Summer Fridays is a skincare brand. They're sold at Sephora, and they're very much like aesthetic, clean girl vibes, which that is the vibe that I like to try to go for. However, I'm more of like stinky girl rash vibe. So if I can get a little bit of the cool girl in my life when I can, I will. Not only do I really like the vibe of the brand, but the products are really, really nice. I love their Dream Oasis serum. Their sunscreen is so good, and their jet lag mask along with their lip butter balms, which I've also talked about in favorites and fails. There's just a lot to the brand that I really like. So when they decided to come out with a freaking sheer skin tint, I was over the moon. I was hopeful that this would happen after their sunscreen launch, and guys, this is so good. I will say this does not have any SPF in it, so if you were looking for like an SPF skin tint, it's not going to be this one. I would go in with an SPF first and then this product, but the reason that I like that it doesn't have an SPF is I prefer to wear non-SPF products in the evening once the sun has gone down, and I find that it's usually like you have to wear a foundation at night, and so the fact that I can have a skin tint that's really lightweight and hydrating without SPF in it, I think is really unique. Do you see her tail back there? This looks so beautiful on the skin. Like, I really could not describe. If I were to create a skin tint, I think it would be this product. I am in shade 4, by the way, which should tell you how flexible the shade range is. I think I could wear 2 to 4, honestly, and they have 10 shades. So I'm hopeful that everyone would be able to find a shade in their range. This looks gorgeous. It's got this hydrating finish to it, but it's not tacky, but it leaves a very glowing, beautiful, natural finish without looking like shiny. I don't set it with powder and I feel like it looks beautiful. It looks great with concealer on top of it. Like, this has jumped to my top 3 favorite skin tints. Like, this might be my #1 over, say, in Tower 28. I can't believe I'm even saying that, but because I am saying that, you guys have to try this. Like, just trust me on this one and give this one a shot. Also, I know everyone wants me to do a skin tint breakdown video. I want to too, okay? Don't get me wrong, but it will take me so long. So I just have to like muster up the courage to get through it. All right, let's hop into a fail. This is something that I bought from an influencer brand that I thought was genius when I heard about it, and unfortunately it did not settle well with my skin, and that is the Cyrene Beauty Overnight Overhaul. So this brand is created by Chloe Morello, who is a very famous YouTuber. You've probably watched her videos before. She's absolutely gorgeous, and when I saw the concept of this product, I was like, whoa, that is amazing. This sounds awesome. So essentially this is a rejuvenating beauty mask is what it says on the bottle, but what I would consider this to be would be a thicker moisturizer. So any of those masks that they say are like thick beauty masks, like the jet lag mask, to me it's just a thick moisturizer, and if you leave it on overnight. The reason that this is so unique though is that this has DHA in the formula. So DHA is the main ingredient in self-tan. tanner. So the kind of draw of this product is that it has 2% bakuchiol and the DHA in it. So what it's gonna do is help rejuvenate your skin and add a slight bit of color, like literally 1% of DHA in this product, so that over time you have a really nice base that looks just slightly tanned and more evened out, while also getting the benefits of bakuchiol and some of these other ingredients. I thought that was genius. I loved that idea. However, two things. One, this is very fragrant. It's not a bad smell, but it is very fragrant. And automatically I knew that was going to bother me. But two, the next morning when I woke up, I did have breakouts around my mouth and nose in areas that do you hear that? They're shaking up all these toys. In areas that I don't typically have breakouts. So to me, that's a sign that a product is not working for me. So if you have sensitive skin, just be aware that as cool as this is, it may not work for you. It didn't work for me, and the scent alone kind of pushed me off from wanting to use it. So that's a little bit of a bummer because I think that the idea is genius. Okay, speaking of tanners, I'm gonna talk about a tanner that I am loving. Okay, I had never heard of this brand until recently. I had a friend say that she uses it. I started using it, and then they reached out with me to work with them on my Instagram. So it worked out very well because this product is amazing. This is the Luna Bronze Eclipse Tanning Mousse, and I have the shade medium. So you might be thinking like, why and how is this any different than other tanning mousses? And honestly, I wish I could tell you, besides the fact that I was not even remotely splotchy. I applied this like absolute garbage because I was filming myself trying to put this on in a bathing suit, where usually I'm like completely naked, I'm not paying attention, I'm just like rubbing it all over me, making sure that it's in all the crevices. Well, I was trying to be cool and cute and like this, I'll put the video in, and I just did a shit job putting this on, okay? And I was leaving for LA the next day, so I needed it to look good. And I'm telling you, after I took a shower the next morning, you would have no idea that I did a bad job. Like, it was completely even. My hands and feet didn't look orange. It has more of an olive undertone to it, so the foam itself is more of like a green, and it has very, very minimal smell. So that to me was like, okay, this has jumped to the top of the list because literally I did this in 10 minutes in a horrible job, and it looked so good. Kevin can attest to this. He had mentioned my tan like 3 or 4 times while I was in town, and he was like, oh my God, your tan looks so good. It was this. I don't know what's in it that makes it magical, that leaves you looking completely tan and beautiful without streakiness. Also, I want to say, I know I'm being really long-winded in this video, but this gradually wore off. Like, there was never a day where I was like, oh my gosh, look at this insane patch on my arm. No, it just gradually wore away over the past week. Like, I'm obsessed with this stuff, and I think you have to try it if you're into self-tanning, that is, especially as we get into the fall. Okay, so you're probably wondering what that fail was that I mentioned that I used in another video. It is unfortunately the Rem Beauty Cooling Blurring Under Eye Balm. I will pop in that video of me using this. I have used it before. I will say not a ton, but I have been using it and putting it in my skincare fridge. And basically this is like a matte but clear, hydrating but jelly-like balm. It is really, really nice. Like, it feels so good. It's kind of just like a silicone based under eye primer, but it's very hydrating. It also has no smell. I just liked this, and I liked the idea of it, and I felt like it was a good thing to use on those days where your eyes were feeling super dry. However, after I filmed my Merit video, I noticed the next day that I had actual pimples under my eyes. Not milia, like an actual pimple that I popped on my under eye. And that is obviously not a common thing for anyone to deal with, but for me to deal with especially, I just don't get pimples there. And the only thing different that I did was use this product. So maybe I didn't notice it in the past when I was using this, but I did pay attention to it this time, and I do think that this was clogging my under eyes. So as much as I think it's a very cool product and I love the feeling of it, I can't use it because my under eyes did not like it at all. I think I will just go with like a hydrating primer or serum instead of that specific product. Speaking of hydrating products, wow, I'm really doing it in this video. This is something that Kevin picked out for me while I was in LA, and it is the Necessaire The Body Serum. But hear me out, we're using it on our face, okay? So we went to Sephora together when we were in LA, and we did this video where I picked out 3 things for him and I bought them, and he picked out 3 things for me, and we gave them to each other, and we had to guess that they were things we had never used before. And we got all of it. Like, I got him 3 things he had never used, same here. And he got me the Necessaire, the body serum. He had been talking about this to me for a while and said, this is amazing. I use it on my face because it's so much product, but the ingredients are just as good as like a regular facial hydrating serum. And this stuff is awesome. I use this on my face, on my body. Those are the only 2 areas of skin that I have, but I use it everywhere. This is a hyaluronic acid based serum, but it also has squalene and niacinamide and aloe, and it is fragrance free. It also has a gigundo pump, so you can make sure that you're getting hydrated everywhere. And this is 5 ounces of product, okay? You are never gonna go through this, and it gives you a chance to try something that's a little bit more luxurious and use as much as you want, okay? You're never gonna go through this. I love it. I've been using it morning and night as my first step on damp skin. I've also been using it on my body and locking it in with an oil when I'm feeling super fancy. But I also used it today underneath this makeup as my primer to hydrate before the skin tint. So I'll pop that video in so you can see. It's beautiful. And I'm so glad that he picked this out for me. So thank you, Kevin. He watches all my videos. So thanks, babe. He's put me on some of my favorite skincare. I'm not gonna lie. If you don't follow him, you absolutely should. I feel like brands are really starting to lean into trying to find the perfect SPF lip product. And as a consumer, I can tell ya, it's freaking hard to do. There are very few good lip SPFs out on the market. Very, very few. My favorite current one, I have it up here, is the K-Skin Lip Balm. This is an SPF 30, and it's basically like the Summer Fridays lip balm, but with an SPF. I love it. It is like a cult classic already because there are so few good lip SPFs. And unfortunately, this is a fail that came in the mail to me recently during the month, and this is the Everyday Humans Big Mood SPF 30 Milky Lip Balm with oat milk and blue agave, and it is a zinc-based lip balm. Now, this could be good for babies. Don't have one of those. But this leaves your lips looking like you know that character that Dave Chappelle does where he has all over his lips, but it looks like powdered sugar? That's what this does to your lips. You can't see on my hand because my hand is like closer to this color, but on the lips, Rudi and I put this on and I just had to laugh. Like, I had to laugh. It looked insane. I already have my lipstick on, so I'm sorry I won't be showing you today. But if you are a person who doesn't really care about what you might look like out and about, or you won't care if you look like you just ate a powdered donut, totally go for this. But I'm telling you, just get the K-Skin one. It is more expensive, but isn't it worth it to feel better about the fact that you look good if you're gonna spend money on something like this? This is an SPF 30. This is an SPF 30. It's just like a nicer experience. And I know a little birdie told me a different brand that I love is coming out with an SPF lip product, so we might have to try that out. But unfortunately, this one did not do it for me. And if you have dark skin or you're black, girl, stay away. Stay away from this product because you will look psycho. It's a lot. Will anyone ever come out with a zinc-based product that's good? Only time will tell. So my last 2 are actually fragrances. So I'm gonna talk about them separately, but one is a favorite and one is a flop. And one is a begrudging favorite because I have a best friend who has worn Glossier You, surprise, that's what it is, our entire friendship, since the Glossier was beginning. Shout out to you, Erica, if you're watching. Glossier is her whole vibe. She's used and worn Glossier You for years. So the smell reminds me of her. But the reason that I decided to buy it and try it is that the whole reason that You was created was because it smells different on everybody. And it has like more of a skin musk kind of scent. So my current signature scent is the Clean Reserve in the skin scent. And I'm really into that, like classic sort of musky skin smell. And this is what this has. It gives everybody a different scent. Like on me, it's much more peppery and kind of like woodsy. And on Erica, it's much sweeter to me. I fell into the hype because I wanted to try it because I'm gonna do a Glossier video coming up because now Glossier is going to be sold at Sephora, if you didn't know. But also because it went viral on TikTok recently and I just fell into the hype. I will say, if you are single out there, this is supposed to be like a smell that makes people go crazy and like makes them feel very pheromonal. I've been wearing this for a month and Reed has not said a single damn thing to me. So I don't know if it works on husbands. It might only work on suitors, because my friend Hannah wore this out and within 30 seconds of walking into a bar, someone asked for her number. I'm just saying. Don't shoot the messenger. And the fail, the last fail of the video. I am so sad about this because it's a big ass perfume. This is the Cherry Smoothie from Zara. You're confused, I'm confused, trust me. I have a friend on TikTok. Her handle is Makeup Obsession. If you ever come across her page, she is incredible and she owns like every single fragrance that's ever been made. So she loves the Zara fragrances and I had never seen them or smelled them in person. So when I was in LA and I was with Kevin, we were waiting in line and we were just spraying every single perfume we could find. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And I added like 3 or 4 of them to my cart, not realizing that I was smelling like a mixture of everything that was happening because I had sprayed like 30 of them. So I got 2 scents. One of them is over there and I like it, but this is the one that I was like, oh, I love cherry scents. One of my favorite scents in the whole world is Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. It's like my Christmas scent. I use it in the winter. So I thought Cherry Smoothie, this might be an affordable version of that because this is only 20 bucks or like 25 bucks. It smells like Play-Doh cherry. I'm so sad about it. And I like a cherry, any kind of cherry. I like a really syrupy cherry, which is like Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. And I also like a lighter, more citrusy cherry, like cherries in Japan. But this is on the more syrupy end, but it doesn't give you anything else. It gives you that syrupy flavor and then like a plasticky undertone. It's just a cheap cherry scent. And I realize now that creating cherry scents is probably very difficult, and that's why there's not that many of them. And the ones that are good are phenomenal, and the ones that are bad are very bad. So the reason that I brought on my friend Betty, Makeup Sessions, is because she has tried so many Zara ones, and she has really good recommendations for affordable Zara good perfumes. I didn't even look if she's tried this one before, and if she had, she probably wouldn't like it. But if you're looking for affordable recommendations, she has a ton. So just buyer beware when you go to Zara and you're spraying everything and you're trying to figure out what you like. It can be confusing because there's a lot of scents out there. Just saying. What do you guys think of this setup? Okay, we've got a candle going like a real YouTuber. I think I like it, and I feel like I figured out my lighting finally. So TBD, but I'm really enjoying it. Let me know if you have questions on any of these products in particular, or if you're gonna pick any of them up. I highly, highly recommend you guys try the Summer Friday Skin Tint. At least try it and tell me what you think. And I will see you guys in the next video really, really soon. We're gonna talk about Glossier. We're gonna do a full face of milk makeup because I have their new Future Fluid Concealers right here in my hand. And spoiler alert, they are amazing. So I will see you guys in the next video really soon. Bye!